What's going on, everybody? It's going for the latest news, and if you're new here, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry for the late review. Sorry if I sound a little crazy. I'm a little under the weather. But these shows, man, I don't know, man. It's just haven't been worth covering anyway. SmackDown was trash once again. I just don't know what to say. Logan Paul and John Cena had some words earlier tonight. You know, John Cena caught him with the AA. So they, pretty much the build up for their match at Clash of Paris, which nobody really cares about. But the build up, so shout out to Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a great fucking heel. I ain't gonna lie, he's like one of the best heels we got so far besides Drew McIntyre. We're gonna get into what the hell they doing with Drew McIntyre as well. But shout out to Logan Paul. He held his own with Cena that night in promo. I give him that. Then we had the Street Profits versus Mellow Dope Miz, which we pretty much had the same goddamn finish like from the last week with Miz taking over with the win from Carmelo Hayes doing Carmelo Hayes will finish him with a move in the ring, and then Miz will tag himself in and somehow get the win. So this is that's the second week he has done that. So I don't know what they doing with Melo, man. But it's obvious they building Melo up that way, I guess. So I don't know, but I'm just tired of seeing the same tag teams. Like they was going against the Motor City Machine Jobbers. I'm just glad that they got Melo and Miz together. It's like a little kind of a fresh face with the tag team division, because man, the tag team division has been so ass on SmackDown. Tag team division is ass on Raw too. They better off just putting the unifying the titles back together at this point, because it's like the teams on both shows is just like, and it's not that many teams. It's like the same goddamn tag teams, and it's really getting like annoying to see. But they had a good match nonetheless. Then Jake Cargill had a match with I don't know if it was a tag match with a single match with Nia Jax. I don't know what was going on with that, man. Tiffany Stratton. I think it was a tag match with Jake Cargill, Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax, and I forgot who else is out there. I don't know what was the whole point of that. I think that was the main event of the night as well, which was, I don't know, man. It's trash, man. Show was garbage, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's been garbage for the past, couple, like 2 weeks now, man. Leading up to Clash of Paris. The crowd was hot though. I might add, the crowd was definitely real hot that night, but just such a lackluster show, man. And then you had the MFTs, and then Sami Zayn and stuff. But they was going against the Street Profits for the I guess to qualify for the tag team championships, where the Street Profits came out on top for MFTs thanks to the likes of Sami Zayn. He came out there, caused their interference, which led to the win with the Street Profits. But so I guess they advance for the I think it's a tag team tournament going on for the who's gonna face the White Six for the World Tag Team titles. So I believe the Street Profits faces Mellow Dope Miz, and a lot of people feel like Mellow Dope Miz is gonna go over the Street Profits, and if that happens, then they need to just do something with the Street Profits, like just have Montez Ford get his little singles run or something. They need, because I don't know, maybe nobody really had been behind the Street Profits as of late. Hell, even when they was champions, it's not the Street Profits' fault. It's just the terrible booking, you might want to say, right? It's not really their fault. It's just the terrible booking and just lack of tag teams on both shows, man. So yeah, show was trash. Still no Brock Lesnar, but towards the end of the night, we had um Nick Aldis, talking to Cena or whatever the case may be. But before we get to that, freaking Damian Priest, he returned against Aleister Black to get his get back. What the fuck are they doing with R-Truth again? Like R-Truth wasn't there. He was on, the big screen and just, talking, crap to Aleister Black. But my whole thing is, like, what are they doing with R-Truth? Is he, like, it's like, it's like, since he been brought back, like, they done took him out the scene with Cena and all these little big names, which we felt like he needed to be in, and now he's just back to pretty much where the hell he was, like, and then there's not really, much people, giving an outburst about that. It's just kind of crazy, though. It's like, all of a sudden, nobody really, cares. All of a sudden, everybody, riled up. And I was one of them, riled up to get R-Truth back just for them to give him, a good spots here and there on his return, just to, put him in the back of the line again. It just don't make any sense. Also, Drew McIntyre was out there. He was, talking his shit or whatever. Before the Viper Randy Orton came out and called him with a RKO. I don't know, man. They I don't know what they doing with Drew McIntyre. I thought this would have been Drew McIntyre year, especially with a spectacular year he had in 2024. That feud he had with CM Punk. And just the way he took over the social media last year with the trolling and the merch. Like, Drew McIntyre was on a whole nother level last year, man. And it's just, I thought this year for him, which I don't know, maybe it is. It's just, as of right now, they jobbing my boy Drew McIntyre out, man. Man, catching RK, that's like his second RKO out of nowhere within the past, 2 months, a month? He got caught one of those before we returned. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know what they're doing with Drew McIntyre, man. I just feel like they could do much better with Drew McIntyre, especially with the year that he had last year. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they just taking their time with Drew McIntyre. I don't know. But it's kind of annoying to see. And then, what's going to be the plans for Randy Orton? Like, I mean, it's obvious it's leading to, like, a match with, Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton, more than likely at Clash of Paris. That's what it's pretty much looking like right now. What's going to be the payoff for their match? I don't know. I don't see no payoff. I just see them having a good match, a good feud. But I don't know what will be next for either guys. Because Logan Paul is, facing John Cena. No, actually, I think Cody's supposed to be facing Drew McIntyre. But I feel like I don't know if Randy Orton ended up interfering in that match somehow, because I don't think Randy's on a card. I don't think Randy Orton is facing anybody at Clash of Paris. But I believe, Drew McIntyre is supposed to be facing Cody Rhodes once he returns for the World Championship, I believe. As far as where, Randy Orton fit into that, I don't know. I'm not too sure, but he gotta be fitting somewhere into that feud. Maybe we see I don't know, a returning heel Randy Orton. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, show was garbage. If you missed the show, you didn't miss anything. Highlight of this show, baby. I give it to John Cena and Logan Paul. Logan Paul at the end of the night. He got his get back at the end of the night. So supposedly, like, towards the end of the night, Cena was like looking like he was, heading out or whatever. And then Nick Aldis had stopped him, like, yo, Cena. I just got word from Brock Lesnar. Everybody got hyped or whatever. I got hyped too, and I'm like, oh, well, really? Well, what did he say? I'm like, and then out of nowhere, Logan Paul snuffed that nigga Cena. He snuffed the hell out of Cena, knocked him out cold backstage with a knockout blow, and then went on his way. Cena was knocked out. And that's pretty much how the night ended for SmackDown. Like I said, this show was dirt. Like, I don't know. Like I heard, like I said, I'm doing a late review, so my Raw review is gonna probably be a little later. But I mean, even that shit was trash. Cause I think these shows is pre-taped. You know, these shows are pre-taped, so they have an early start times. I believe just for this week. Excuse me. I believe just for this week. I'm not too sure, but yeah, like I said, SmackDown was trash. But in other news, man, Roger Jackson, the son of Rampage Jackson, man, what were you thinking, young man? Like, did anybody tell that young man that wrestling is fake, man, or he just, man, I think he knew. He was not thinking at all. This was terrible work, nasty work, man. Like, and this thing is blowing up on the internet right now. That was nasty work what he did to that man. So, and then got Stu. Supposedly the guy was a army vet with PDSO or some shit like that. So yeah, this is a nasty work, a nasty look for this young man. Supposedly, he may end up getting locked up behind this mess, which will be rightfully deserved. I'm not even gonna lie, he definitely deserved any penalty he gets to him. And then as far as his daddy, Rampage Jackson, he's gonna look out for his son as he should as a parent. He's gonna support his kid as he should. But this was nasty work, man. And those of you that didn't see the video, y'all can go check it out. It's all over Twitter, Facebook. I couldn't post it. It was so nasty to see, man. And he deserved any punishment he gets that goes towards him, because that was nasty work, man. At first I thought it was like a work or like work punches, but I looked at it, I'm like, those are real punches. This is nasty work, man. Like, he deserved to get locked the hell up. I agree. But like I said, I know Rampage is gonna look out for his son as he should, but he was definitely in the wrong for this, man. This was not a good look at all. Supposedly he did it for clout, for his Twitch or whatever. Supposedly he got banned, and he's about to get locked up, supposedly. So yeah, this was nasty work, man. It was so nasty to see, man, that what he did, man. From an earlier incident, he got hit with a can from the guy, but it wasn't that serious, man. But yeah, you guys let me know what y'all think about all of this.